Greetings, YouTube. Tim, none your damn business here. Back with it's Sinon on part 2. So here I got the body ready to go. So now I'm just gonna be working on everything else at a time. But first, let's get her facial face out of the way. And I don't know if anyone's ever had this trouble, but when I'm drawing eyes, I figure these are the most difficult part of the whole thing, because you can never get the eyes to match up half the time with what you've done on one side. Right, so I just try and I'm gonna try and get this angle right. Hey, for everyone, this is probably not my best eye, but it's better than nothing. The lower part of it done now. Oh, let's just be careful here. I should probably have something under my hand, but I'm not sweating that much right now, so I'm not worried about it. And I'd be worried if I was going back through and inking. That's probably when I would do this, or if my hand was closer in. And on the subject. So yeah, let's get her eye here. I'm gonna try and create the effect. Sinon has very cat-like eyes, even at the beginning of our the Phantom Bullet arc. Like, she has cat eyes before she becomes like that, whatever the hell it was, and when she moved to the Alphamon line, and with Cutie Toad and the others, or is it Kazuto? I don't know. It's like they just refer to each other in their in-game names, even in RL. It's weird as shit. Yeah, so let's try and get this other eye, which is so far looking pretty bad to me, but that's my general opinion on the matter. Everyone else might be thinking something else along the lines, but that's just me. I don't know about everyone else. So we pretty much got that eye almost done. And the nose I accidentally drawed while off camera. I'm sorry for that. I'm just glad I don't have to add little nostrils to her. Or with some characters from Bleach or Naruto. You got no problem with those two series. I actually enjoy Naruto and Bleach although I kind of don't like how the last arc is for Bleach. I mean, I just wish Kubo Sensei would not have done Quincy's. I really do wish he wouldn't have. But beggars can't be choosers. So I'm just not a big fan of the Quincy's. I just think they're kind of, I don't know, pretentious, boring in a way. I mean, the Hollows, yeah, they were just interesting. And when it was already established that Udio was the last of the Quincy's, which was in itself annoying. It was okay at the time, but now that this is out, it's like, wait, he was supposed to be the last, so what the hell? And then it was kind of explained that he was something of the last. I don't know. They kind of just did it. TK just really did a shitty job there. I mean, sure, we dove into the backstory for Ichigo's dad and his mom a bit. But at the same time, it was just kind of just an underwhelming deal. I mean, I was expecting something more out of the situation. I was expecting more from the final arc for it to be a whole lot more better. I was expecting more. But instead, we're getting stuck with Quincy's, which to me isn't really that big. They're just not that interesting to me. I don't know why. I just never liked any of the Quincy's I was introduced to, which is Ishida or his dad. I mean, his dad, at least you can like try and tolerate. Ishida, I just absolutely loathe his character. I mean, he's just got this real egotistical little deal about him, like, oh, I'm the worst of the Quincy's. You should fear the last. Yeah, like, Aizen's really gonna fear the last, so-called last of the Quincy's, when he could basically smack your bitch ass around like it's nothing to him. If you want to go by power-wise, Aizen like God, while you like shit. Yeah, that's actually the best description I could give for Aizen. And Aizen was played up pretty well, but he just was such a wasted villain in a way, because now we have, I can never say his name, the King of the Quincy's or whatever, the Emperor, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I just feel like he is just the most dumbass of all the villains. I mean, he just so boring. So boring. I mean, sure, we were introduced to Squad Zero finally, but at the same time, they were just kind of just had so little time, and then they were just beaten so easy. I mean, they were played up a lot during the previous arcs and chapters, and you just were expecting them to be so much more badass, only to get beaten by lesser Quincy's. I mean, sure, I'd understand them losing to their king, but to lose to such wannabes that it's just, because Mayuri said it before, humans aren't meant to transcend the boundaries that spiritual beings have. And the fact that they have that much power is kind of bullshit. Bullshit. I mean, it's bad enough some characters got, like, really, like, left by the wayside. Like in Bleach. He said it's disappointing. I mean, there are characters I wish would have had more to them, or like really have more moments to themselves. Like really, it's like Chad was like, he was played up hard in the beginning. He was played up hard, but then they just kind of drop kicked him down to whatever the status he has now. Now, and it's kind of disappointing. I mean, his arm changed, that's all we got. I guess people can argue the same about Orihime. I absolutely love Orihime. She's got a good character. It's just, I just feel like TK really just threw her like so far into the bus. Like, he had a good character to run with, but he just did not follow through with it too well. I mean, she's there, we know that she's there, and we're on the last arc, and he's pretty much decided to make her into the biggest fan service Bleach has right now. I mean, shit, I think Matsumoto Rangiku's dead. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, but in all honesty, Matsumoto was probably the fanboy's, like, essential, like, eye candy. Like, I think she was just drawn for eye candy. But I'm probably one of the very few guys out there that probably did not like her very much. She don't hate me for it, it's just, I just think she was kind of like TK was trying to draw an excessively mature version of Orihime, but had less of the charm to me. Yeah, but that's my overall opinion. Everyone has their own opinion of the matter. I mean, I know there's like whole groups that absolutely hate Orihime, and they're entitled to their opinion, but it's like their argument's always the same. Oh, she's so useless. She does nothing. Rukia does so much more. Rukia, in the beginning, did very little. I don't hate Rukia. I kind of like her, but I don't like her as much as I do Orihime. But that's again personal taste, based on the matter. Or, I'm. Orihime is one of the damsel in distress characters that I can tolerate a lot, but I just really cannot stand some damsels in distress characters. Because they are just too drawn out and too overplayed in a way. You never really see too many female characters that take the lead, that aren't the damsels in distress for the main character cast. You just don't see it very often. I mean, you'd have to look at like shows that are really like a harem-based story, I think, or for some ecchis like High School the Dead or High School DxD. Where a lot of the female characters are like fleshed out a little bit and they have personality and character, but it's just still like. And I've been working on the head this entire time. Great. I'm really just trying to make the head like really do this head, but man, this is just being a pain in my ass. Right now I'm looking back between a computer and my basically what I'm drawing here for basically Sinon's hair. Here, look. Here, I'm looking back and forth between the two. So far, her hair is just so much bigger than anything else than what I was expecting. So I might just go through here and do a little touch-up work here. Here, real quick. Hick for you. Hick. I'm just trying to like keep her very like simplistic for me in the end, because I do have to go back through and ink this, and I hope not to have like this really big thick head of hair to work with. So anyway, if some people might ask this of where I might have been in the last few days and why I probably didn't have another video of this out sooner rather than right now, it's probably because I was really busy with a few things. I had to go back home, or what was left of it, and rummage through everything and just try and like salvage what we could from the fire. And then we had to basically do we've basically been doing cleanup this entire last 2 weeks, and I went there and to help clear out the last 2 rooms. One was definitely my room. I had like a TV stand in there, wooden, and a dresser, and my old desk for my computer that I had to basically like get out of there. And we live in a specific type of home where we couldn't carry heavy stuff through the floor because we would have just fallen right through. So I had one of my windows open at the time, so I just took a sledgehammer to everything and just smashed. Felt good to get out the frustration, though. Felt good. Okay, so how's this looking here? This isn't looking too bad. I just think it could be a little better, a little bit, but that's my overall thought process, and I really don't want to have to redraw this whole thing for you guys and just make y'all go like, but you already did a part 1, you asshole, why are you doing it again? And if I'm mumbling, I'm sorry. I'm just trying not to like disturb the people in this house with my talking. Son of a bitch, you went to sleep. So that happened. So this is about the head. Basically, it's not looking too bad. And now I've got the scarf covering the mouth a little bit. bit, so let's move on to the next part, which is her arms. Let's move on. Let's trek on, or try to. Unfortunately, my system exited out of something, so excuse me. Get... Goddamn piece of shit. There you go. Okay, so it looks like that, huh? Alright, now we're moving on to the coat a little bit. I don't know how long it's been, so I'm going to take a look at my clock here in a moment on my phone, my timer that I'm doing with my phone, because I'm using it to basically record this whole thing. So as soon as I get to this little point here with her coat, I'll take a look. Let's see. Okay, how much time has passed? 16 minutes. Well, we got like a few more. A little bit. I'm gonna try and like keep my videos down to like 20 to 30 minutes tops, because my phone likes to be a pain, and I try and work on stuff. It's nothing really personal. It's just how this phone really likes to act. So it likes to be kind of a bitch. And I gotta make sure these two dogs here are fed soon, so gotta make this quick. I'm gonna try and get as much done for the next video as I can, and I'm just not gonna make promises or assumptions, because, well, shit happens. Just shit happens. And I like to try and keep myself flexible for my schedules. Come on. Sinon, you do like to be difficult, don't you? So anyway, since I talked about this last time about characters in Sword Art Online, I guess when Sinon's introduced, it is rather interesting. She's shown to be a badass, but then she like turns into the damsel in distress with Kirito, but not to the extent that was Asuna. Asuna was just, ugh. And I'm trying to get her like shoulder here. I'm really hoping I can get this part of the whole thing done quickly, so I can just move on to the inking, because I really hate trying to like draw the outfits on characters sometimes. There are some of them that are easy, but I've chosen Sinon, and she has somewhat of a simple outfit at times, but she has also a very complex one with a lot of belts, loops, and I'm still trying to figure out why her shirt doesn't go all the way down, or why it's not full, and why she looks like she's wearing a G-string more than anything else, but whatever. I'm not an animator, so what would I know about a design for a character half the time? I don't know what their plan was with her. I think they just wanted some eye candy with the world full of guns and bullets. That's probably it anyway. Yes, I could just see the advertisement for this game. Gun Gale Online, where you could shoot up people and not be tried for it. Please note that our entire in-game process is different than your average game. You will not be able to exchange personal information at times. You are free to stalk any female character that happens to play the game. If you are a lonely guy, that's a nerd. So that's pretty much all, you guys. Have fun with that. If that ends up being part of the abridged series season part of that whole thing, I'm gonna laugh. Too late anyway. anyway, but... Okay, leave that alone, girl. No, drop that. Damn dog likes to chew up everything in sight. Chewed up my shoes the other day, bitch. Yeah, never mind. I love you anyway, dog. Little girl, you just look good, puppy. Pups always hard to work with when they're growing, but you gotta love dogs. Or at least I do. Except Chihuahuas. I just could never like a Chihuahua. All they do is bark anyway. Bark, 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 bark. It looks like Chihuahuas all to me look like a freaking deformed rat. Where the rat is the master race and the Chihuahua is just this little piece of crap that they just want to discard as quickly as possible. Yeah, why don't you become the household pet for humans? So yeah, if anyone owns a Chihuahua, I'm sorry, I just don't like them. They bark too much for me, and all they do is bark. They ain't gonna keep you safe from anyone who breaks into your house or anything. And one of my dogs would just eat you alive if he came in through the front door without one of us. Idiot uncle found that out the hard way. Dog went right after him and bit him on the balls. It's still funny. And no, we did not put him down. Only because the idiot was dumb enough to try and come inside without one of us escorting him in, so Petey would know. Petey, good watchdog. Very good. And he's wagging his tail a little bit at me. In case anyone's going to ask, he's a red-nosed pit. I know people are generally afraid of pits, but he's just a good dog, and I don't want to get rid of him. He's never given me any reason to get rid of him. So, I'm pretty much making a little bit of headway here on the arms. I'm going to try and draw a hand a little bit. Get looking at my reference for how her hand is. So let's do this a bulge for the thumb a little bit. And get this digit in. And this is one. Sinon has fingerless gloves, so we're gonna indicate that here, and here, and they seem to have this little pattern here. Come to this part, so let's draw this right here. You're indicating where the gloves go on. Some of this stuff is really just guesswork because some images I found are just really not that good. I'm sorry if this doesn't really seem like much of a tutorial video where I'm just giving a lot of advice. It's just sometimes I'm not the best to explain it. If y'all want to watch good tutorials, I suggest Mikey Mega, because some of the stuff I've seen him do a little bit and it works. I mean, I've known how to draw them for a long time. It's just with female characters, I've always had this bit of an issue with trying to draw all of them. So after I saw some of his videos, I kept practicing at it, and until I got better over time. And since I've been drawing female characters more than what I usually do, it's just helped me a bit. Oh, and my DeviantArt page, I forgot to put this last time, my handle is Devastator88. I have some pretty gnarly work at times, because some of them are good, but they never get any comments. They just get favorites, and I'd never understand that to begin with. And it is 25. And I think this phone has lost focus. Yeah, it lost focus. Damn it.